Welcome to Fall of Malacca, a warrior's duty. This project is inspired by the rich history of the Malay world, specifically the final days of the Malacca Sultanate during the Portuguese invasion. The purpose of this game is to combine cultural education with exciting gameplay, allowing players to experience the bravery, honor, and loyalty of Malay warriors.
As the game begins, the player must interact with the villagers to gather information. After speaking with them, the player is told to find Pak Ali at the marketplace. Pak Ali then gives the first mission to defeat the invading Portuguese soldiers who threaten the peace of the village.
The main objectives of this project are threefold. First, to develop a game that showcases Malay cultural heritage by highlighting the traditional environment, historical weapons, and local values within gameplay. Second, to overcome the over-reliance on foreign narratives by creating a story that represents our own heroes and traditions rather than only Western or Japanese influences. And third, to reach a wider audience through an interactive format, where players can learn history not from books, but through immersive missions and emotional storytelling.
After completing the first mission, the player returns to Pak Ali. He acknowledges your success and prepares you for the next stage.
In the second stage, the player must again talk to the villagers and locate Pak Ali. This time, he assigns a tougher mission to defeat a larger group of Portuguese soldiers. The challenge increases as the enemies grow stronger and a mid-level boss appears in this stage.
This project was created to solve several key problems. The first problem is the lack of games that appreciate Malay heritage. On platforms like Roblox, very few titles celebrate or even acknowledge Malay culture. Young players often grow up playing games based on foreign heroes, missing the chance to learn about their own history and identity through modern entertainment. The second problem is the over-reliance on foreign narratives. The gaming industry is filled with Western and Japanese influences, which causes local players to admire other cultures while feeling disconnected from their own. Through this project, we aim to reintroduce Malaysian history, reminding players of the courage, loyalty, and spirit that define the Malay people.
After completing the second mission, the player must once again return to meet Pak Ali to receive his next command. This time, the challenge becomes much tougher. Pak Ali instructs the player to eliminate all remaining enemies in the next area, where the enemy forces have grown stronger and more aggressive. The player will face waves of Portuguese soldiers, testing both combat skill and patience. As the battle progresses, a powerful boss emerges, a well-armored commander with greater health and devastating attacks. To win this crucial fight, the player must use precise timing, strategic movement, and courage to survive. This stage marks a turning point in the game, where the difficulty rises and the player's mastery of combat truly shines.
Pak Ali then tells the player that the next mission is not just another fight, it is a matter of honor and duty. He instructs the player to go and meet the Sultan immediately, as the Sultan has an important order that could decide the fate of the Malay warriors. Before the player leaves, Pak Ali reminds them to stay brave, protect the people, and serve with loyalty until the very end.
When the player arrives to meet the Sultan, the atmosphere is tense and heavy. The Sultan praises the player's bravery throughout all the battles and expresses his gratitude for defending the land of Malacca. However, he explains that the kingdom has reached its final moment. The enemy forces have surrounded the city, and it is no longer safe to remain in the palace. The Sultan then gives the player their final and most important task: to escort him safely to a secret port where a ship is waiting to take him away from danger. This mission requires the player to protect the Sultan at all costs, fighting off waves of enemies who will try to stop the escape. As the player begins the journey, the tension rises.
Fall of Malacca, A Warrior's Duty, is more than a game. It's a digital tribute to Malay history and culture, preserving the legacy of Malay warriors while inspiring the next generation. Thank you.